Chittagong Hill Tracts, CHT, is located in the southeast part and is about 1/10 of the total area of Bangladesh with a population of over 1.3 million. It is geographically distinct from other parts of the country, made up of very steep, rugged hilly terrain, and in many places dense forest is predominant. Indigenous communities live here with their own languages, tradition and customs. However, they are historically deprived of social, cultural, economic and political rights. The economy of CHT is heavily dependent on agriculture, but because of the low quality of soil, non-availability of water and plain surface, agriculture production is extremely difficult. Mostly they cultivate by a slash and burn method, locally known as Joom. Over 62% households are living below the absolute poverty line, whereas about 36% are hardcore poor. More than half of average household income originates from crop sector. Access to safe drinking water in the CHT is difficult due to the topography of the area. Most of the poor people of CHT are dependent on Joom cultivation. During the months of March to May, the Joom cultivators suffer from scarcity of food, which is locally known as bhadrat. During this lean period, people, mainly the poor, go through a difficult time. They have no food stock, causing immense sufferings to women and children. They have to take loan with high interest from the local money lenders, which become very difficult to pay back. To support the poor Jumia families from the scarcity of food and hunger, Manusher Jonno Foundation and partner organizations started food bank program in the CHT. Food bank is a place where food grain is stored during harvesting time. The community contributes by providing materials such as wood, bamboo, etc. to set up the warehouse to store rice. Initially, certain amount of rice is purchased as initial stock by project fund. During the lean period, this rice is distributed to the poor Joom cultivators. They return the rice after harvesting period. Every family who receive rice during the lean period return the additional amount of rice during harvest. The extra amount of rice is used to meet maintenance cost of the food bank and any other damage. A management committee is formed and oriented to run this bank on a regular basis. The committees manage food distribution and maintenance and also receive rights-related education from the project. The other locally available nutritious food like oil, fortified salt and dried beans and fish and ginger, turmeric can be stored in the food bank. This can be supplied to the community with minimum cost during their need. It can also be utilized as a storage place for different seeds, which are now nearly extinct. The World Bank is supporting a project called South Asian Food and Nutrition Security Initiative, SAFANSI, aimed at enhancing knowledge and awareness of critical factors that promote food and nutrition security among women's groups in 4 countries through BEE's network system of learning and capacity outreach. SAFANSI project is undertaken in the Chittagong Hill tracts of Bangladesh in MJF-supported food bank areas. Initial activities of SAFANSI were to conduct studies on nutritional knowledge and practice gap and to assess the nutritional status of mother and children at CHT, which included more than 350 population. Majority of the mothers are not aware about the harmful effect of micronutrients deficiency and their requirements. Only 1/3 of the mothers know that a child should be exclusively breastfed for 6 months. The prevalence of child stunting in children aged 0 to 59 months is 39%. Wasting in children is 53%. Nearly 1/5 of women are at least moderately underweight. Anemia prevalence among children is 61.9%. The prevalence of night blindness among children aged 18 to 59 months is 0.4% and that of mothers is 1.1%. 1/5 of women have received vitamin A supplementation within 6 weeks of delivery. During pregnancy period, more than 50 varieties of locally available food are forbidden for the pregnant mothers. The study finding also recommended developing communication materials on food security and nutrition such as toolkit or guideline. Based on that, capacity building training is arranged for targeted communities, grassroots organizations, service providers, and government health extension workers. These trainers are expected to provide training to the mothers groups and food bank community group, aiming to promote support practices at the household level and nutritional goals. Total 3,539 women of 39 rice banks area will be covered through this capacity development activity. The mothers in remote areas of Bandurban and Rangamati are learning about the gaps of nutrition knowledge and practice and attending interactive sessions on proper ways of food intake for the child and pregnant women during normal growth and disease period. The main objective of this awareness building is to make popular the use of locally available and affordable nutrition sources and also without any compromise to the indigenous culture and tradition. But as poverty is the other main reason of malnutrition, so simultaneous income generation activities should be encouraged for this poor and marginalized population, which will lead the program into a sustainable path where the future generation will live healthy lives.
Mong chia là tê đi cái trời tới hạt com cũng lơ lơ cờ đời biết ta bao